A bit of an update on the lt230 project. Got the old engine out. Pretty much, I'm not working on putting the engine in right now. Just set it in there to get an idea of some of the things I had to do, or I'm going to have to do. Pretty much, I need to have the back sprocket, the sprocket I'm going to run on there, before I can start working on putting the engine in, so that I know where the chain's going to run. And also, I need to have a brand new chain, so that way it's, you know, the tensioner on the back is set so that it's, you know, ready to be expanded when needed, and I don't end up having like half links or something in there. But anyway, the engine's sitting in here. It's kind of dark in here. This camera's really sensitive to not having enough light. But the original engine, the lower mount actually had this long bolt that held part of the foot peg on and was the lower mount. And it pretty much slid all the way through the frame to the other side. And I kind of just was curious, and I wanted to see what would happen when if I try to use the lower mount on this engine. And the problem is it's too low. Sprocket's here. The upper part of the arm's here. And the very first video I made of a bike, I called it a build. Well, it wasn't a build or a homemade build, but it was more of, kind of like this, piecing a bunch of stuff together. But the swing arm in it was mounted really low because it was made to have a shaft drive. And I couldn't get the engine's position right unless I was literally going to have the bottom of the belly of the engine sticking out the bottom of the bike. Well, ideally, having the chain so it just nips this, and having the engine on an angle, the chain and everything running at an angle, it kind of coincides with the swing arm, so that whenever the suspension travels, it's not going to get too loose and it's not going to get tighter as the suspension travels down. Sometimes it's kind of a hard thing to get, depending on how much space you have to put your engine in, but I think I got a good 4 inches above this one to be able to bring it up some. Once I do bring it up, looks like I might have some trouble with the fender mount bar. I might have to make more permanent, like this one here is made to come off. I might have to make some more permanent mounts so I can remove the center of this to be able to get my pipe to come out. Other things. I ordered some threaded ball joints. Hold on a second. Let me grab the arm. I got it up top. I don't have any kind of editing software to where I can stop the video and patch 2 together or 3 or 4 together. So, well, where's the original ball joint? Give me a second here. Here's the original lower ball joint. I was really happy to see that they just bolt in. A lot of times they're just welded fast, and when the ball joint goes bad, you got to replace the whole arm or cut it off and maybe come up with some kind of fab to get a new one on it. But this one just unbolted, and one of the things I seen was on the back bottom side of it. Let me just dump all this stuff off of it. This little washer fits in here like that. Well, when I get my new one, I'm actually going to have a set nut because it's threaded all the way to here. And this will give me some adjustment. If I need to work on the alignment any, I'll be able to adjust that ball joint. And then I'm probably going to grind this back to where it's, just to where it's touching these welds, so that because I got to have room to get a nut in here. and it'll also gain me some adjustment room. But as far as these washers, I almost need another set to be able to put on the outside part of it. From what I gather, of the ones I bought, the shaft is the same size as this hole, so it'll fit perfectly. I'm kind of figuring, since I got to replace the arm on the other side, I'm going to gain another one of these, and I'll have one for both sides of this one. And then when I buy another arm, it'll have one, so maybe I just have to set up in a lathe and just make one of these. And I suppose that's about it for now. Like I said, I'm not really working on putting the motor in right now, or the engine in right now, just kind of seeing what I got, because I don't really want to go investing a bunch of money and stuff for this and then come into some problem that I just can't get around. So I guess that's it for this update. Thanks for watching.